Syracuse live on Big Ten Plus. I'm Tyler Lochte, and alongside me is
expectations early.
It's Weirman for Maryland, Rachusa for the Orange. As we are just about set to go here from Syracuse Stadium. And we are underway. And Maryland is going to get the first opportunity of this game. Weirman did his job against Loyola. He can't put that to give it off to Brennan, coming in off the bench. This is Kelly. He'll try one and score. What a start for Maryland. It's Daniel Kelly who had 4 against
for this Maryland team. So this is a great sign to see him get him going. You see them coming around from X. Kelly waiting at that left point position. That's a phenomenal shot, low and away. Tough for the keeper to really even see it in this position. That's a great start for the Terps.
Well, we talk all about the freshman for the Orange, specifically Spallina, but how about the freshman for Maryland to Brennan on that near side? Brennan trying to work his way in. He'll give it off to Kelly. He's already got one. That one off the post. But it comes back to Brennan. Maryland is going to keep the possession here. Shot clock at about 55. Here's Kelly. He'll try another one. That one just high, but Erks is going to keep the possession. Here's a look at that shot off the crossbar. So close from Kelly as Erksa comes around. He's going to turn, shoot. That one saved into the air and into the goal by Chorus. Started off the year strong against Richmond, but Loyola did a great job to keep him quiet. As it gets over to Spanos. He's going to give this off. That's Maltz, a rip and a goal. 3-0 Terps.
Knows exactly where Maltz is going to be. Spanos just finding Maltz right there, coming off that screen, and a lot of separation right here. This is a shot that a guy in that Maryland lacrosse offense is not going to miss too often. He puts it in a tough place for Mark to save. That's well done. 3-0. Really important that Maryland's got off to this hot start.
Another chance. This is Finn Thompson. This is Spallina behind the goal. He's going to give it off. Leo, a shot in the goal. Spallina with the assist.
They come the other way and they get the goal. We'll get another look at it right here. Just a free-flowing cutter right there on that left side, but that's huge if you're Syracuse. I mean, that was a potential chance for Maryland to go up by 4 goals here with 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first.
Now in the 6 of Alex Simmons. Simmons, that ball poked loose. A shot from Hiltz. That went in. Oh, wow, what a rip there from the red.
Second quarter. And right here, just a little bit of fortunate bounce comes here. Hiltz sees it the entire time. He picks it up. And that's a phenomenal rip right there. I mean, not much Dolan can do about that one to save it. And that's a really big goal. Syracuse getting back into it.
That's about as hard of a shot as I've seen all year by Owen Hiltz. Possible. Great work there from short stick D midi there. Rose going to try a long shot. It's in. We're tied at 3. A 3.
They're doing such a good job on the initial possession. Right here, look. Just a little bit of separation over that right shoulder of the short stick, and that's just such a tough shot, and that's hard to see. That's hard to stop if you're Dolan. In Syracuse, they're a really good team offensively, Tyler, and we've seen what they can do.
Here's Spanos to Kelly again. This is Murphy. We know he's got a cannon. They're going to get it to him here. Murphy, a goal, and boy, did Maryland need that.
And that's a great shot right there. You finally find him on that opening there. Syracuse did such a good job running that 5-man rotation in that extra man opportunity. They were doing really well rotating and not letting Maryland really get much. They weren't finding any cutters or cross-court passes, skip passes, if you will. But
coming inside, that's Murphy. Excuse me, Long comes to the front. He's going to try one and score. Kyle Long did.
That's so favorable for him. You see him right here, Long. He's got the short stick on him. He knows that he's got to just take him around and get to that top side. Defender unable to stay with him. He gets that right shoulder separation, and that's a pretty easy finish right there from about 5 yards out.
Springfield
right there, just absorbing all kinds of contact his way, keeping hold of the ball, and then racing down the field.
Here's Kors coming through. He'll try a shot low. It's in. A 3-0 run.
We'll get another look at it right here. Of course, coming around, he has separation. Mark sees him, he has a tough angle, and he's just unable to get his stick down in time. So, Kouros fortunate at that. Maryland going to take it, 3-0 run to start the game.
His first 2 goals of the year. This is Murphy. He's going to cut across, now come back. His shot goes in. A bouncer gets by Mark, and Maryland's offense can do no.
Recognize it. This is a really good move right here. You see him quick stop and turn. The short stick is too small to recover in time there. You can't get the stick into the shooting lane. So this is a really smart play. Murphy, once he gets that little bit of separation, pepper that one low and into the ground. That's a tough save to make for Will Mark. And the run continues.
He's going to get across to Kirst on the far side. This is Griffin Cook. Cook coming around. His shot scores! Griffin Cook with a rip there. It's 7-4.
To think it all started with Maryland nearly getting that failure to advance, but Cook coming around right there. And they've had a lot of success on this exact kind of play. They come from X. They have the long stick on him. That's a really tough shot. He just gets that little bit of separation right here. Cook with a phenomenal shot, and looks like Dolan a little bit surprised.
Shot just over the top of the goal.
It made me chuckle a little bit.
Here's a rip from distance. It's in. Jake Murphy, the 5th year with the goal, and it's 7-5.
Turnover on the other end. This is when they've had the most success. Syracuse, a team that kind of rips through, and Murphy kind of just came in untouched. He looked a little bit surprised right here. You see him just in his cradle, winding up for the shot, and no one stopped the ball. That's the biggest thing. You got to stop the ball here. And instead, defender backs off, and he takes advantage of that.
The 5th year to start the season. Nothing against Loyola, but he's back on track today. Murphy a pass. This is Kelly, a goal. You cannot leave DK.
Kind of a DK Metcalf aspect, receiving this pass right here right away, quickly getting rid of it into that lower corner. That's a phenomenal pass to the inside, and Kelly does a nice job just finishing low. You got to finish low when you're in front. It's very hard for the goalie when you're standing.
Maryland now 59 straight games with a player with a hat trick. Here's Kelly. Thought about just going for it there. This is Geppert. It's a pole goal for Maryland, 9-5.
Started this Maryland season with their first goal, and right here notching one at the end of this first half. This is a really important goal. You go back up by 4. You were in this position just moments ago before Syracuse started to break that run. Now Maryland getting hot of their own. They're getting everyone involved. Geppert with the strike.
No, Geppert is not a strike. So the Orange down by 4. But they've been very efficient on their shots today as Leo comes through. He's going to try one, and it goes! Got it high, just under the bar, and Michael Lee.
Team, another look at it right here, coming down. That really has the separation, and this is a really great shot. Top cheddar in that right corner. Owen unable to get to it. And now Syracuse with a little bit of momentum coming out the break now. Wanted it to go, and those little mistakes hurt. We've seen Syracuse take advantage of it multiple times. We'll see what they can do here.
This is Kirst coming through. His shot finds the net, and Cole Kirst.
Respond and use that to their advantage. And right here, Kirst doing it. Really nice lefty shot coming down that left alley. And Dolan, he's having a little bit of a hard time seeing some of these shots right here, given this is a very tough shot, but another look at it right here, kind of just whizzes by him. He might be feeling the nerves a little bit here in his first game in the stadium. And
this is Maltz. Maltz a pass across. This is Kelly right at the goal, and he will get that hat trick.
There was a lot of pressure on him right here. Really nice pass. Now you see him right on the crease. Doesn't step in it, just waits, gets the goalie, gets Mark to kind of nudge out a little bit, put the stick up high, and then that becomes a really easy finish for Kelly right here. What a day he's having.
And that's just calmness right there in front of the goal. It's a one-on-one situation. Got to make the goalie miss that. As Weirman wins another faceoff. Well, there's not really a clear number 1 offensive option for Maryland. Trader coming through. He's going to shoot and score. Dante Trader with the goal.
And somewhat like a pick 6, getting it, taking it the other way, but this time finishing it out in front of the net. What a phenomenal shot by the football star, trying to make it a lacrosse star as well.
I think he's well on his way. Ben, I know you're very high on the short stick D mid. That shot denied, picked up by Kelly, who could not find the goal. Just gritty defense here. Will Mark caught outside of the goal, a fight for this ground ball as Urksa comes through and gets it. Comes back to Long. Long, a great pass across. That's Kelly again, his 4th of the day.
Credit here to Urksa. How did he come up with that ground ball? I'll never know. But then Kelly coming up on the doorstep, this time finishing in front. The most important thing you can do right there in lacrosse is to finish in those situations. Maryland winning those ground balls. That's exactly what Coach John Tillman wants them to do. They did it right there, and it pays dividends, getting the goal in a 5-goal lead.
Well, I was in the middle of making the point. For that to happen, Syracuse, they're going to have to start getting to work here, Ben. That clock is just going to keep ticking down as Spallina comes from behind. He's been held to just 1 goal today. Excuse me, 1 assist. Has not found the net. But there's a shot. Tough angle it goes. I'm not quite.
Opportunities to make something happen on the offensive side. It's Syracuse that comes through the other way. And well, like you said, I don't understand how this shot is even humanly possible. An inhuman shot coming the other way from Syracuse. That's incredible, and that's big to get them back in this game.
Yeah, that's tough defense there by Dante Trader. I don't know what more.
This game, you got to be in a good position heading towards the 4th.
This is Michael Leo. Defense on him by Dante Trader Jr. Coming through his bird whistle, another goal for him to make it 12-9, and number 9.
At the Syracuse midfielders, attackmen, just finding somehow, some way, low-to-low shot right there. That's kind of tough to save when you're really far away. Dolan, once again, just kind of a little bit late reacting to it. And now Syracuse in a very, very good position.
17 saves for Will Mark for the Orange. Row back to Hiltz. This is Spallina. Behind the back, it's in. What a goal from the freshman.
Pulls that out of his sleeve. That is just an incredible shot at incredible timing. The freshman making highlight reel level plays here. This one is going to be.
He wasn't even looking bad.
This one is going to make some Instagram and Twitter pages, that's for sure.
What a ridiculous goal from Joey Spallina. We talked about.
Syracuse has a lot to look up to in the way this young core is played on offense.
That's a man-up opportunity and a goal. That's Kyle Long. The penalty was on
Syracuse right here. You have your star freshman with a highlight reel level goal, just to be followed up by a penalty, and then a goal from Maryland coming the other way just a moment later. Really nice job, Chorus, finding Kyle Long. That's just pretty right there. Pretty lacrosse. Stuff that Maryland has done well for so many years now, and they're doing it right here. They're backing out there. Coming out there and making a play on defense, leaving the cage open.
That's Chorus a rip at a goal. A 4-point lead for Maryland.
And then literally 6 seconds later, it's Maryland scoring. See a nice feed inside. Chorus doing the rest. It was the combination of Chorus who went to Kyle Long on the last goal. This time, it's Long to Chorus. A dynamic duo forming here in the 4th quarter.
So Maryland's lead is now 4. That's Jack Chorus. Now Dante Trader. He falls down right there at the 50. Gets back up and somehow gets through it. Here comes Trader. Already got a goal today, looking for 2, he's got it! Dante Trader with the 2nd goal to make.
When Maryland football had their last game in here in a 37-0 blowout victory over Rutgers, now here we are in the depths of February, late winter here in Maryland, and Dante Trader's back on the field, making highlight reel plays, somehow staying with it, somehow, some way, shaking off one man, stepping up, perfect bounce shot into that top left corner. Talk about an athlete right there.
Coming around to the front, that one put in. It's Jackson Birdwhistle with the goal. It's 15-11 now.
That's exactly what I was talking about. Just 12 seconds coming off the clock right there. That was exactly penalties. But still, you give yourself a chance. You got to get this face-off win against Weirman. Very, very tough task. But as we know, anything can happen. Syracuse can go on the run now. Maryland with an important face-off right here. Luke, for how lopsided it's been.
Yeah, down by just 4 when you're being outshot by over 20. Pretty impressive. And that's a shot and a goal there from Simmons to make it, as that's not really going to affect the outcome. Nonetheless, that's a nice shot there. Kept it low. Got it past Zapatello, one of the top defenders in the nation, as Simmons is going to collect a hat trick.
Syracuse team, and they have a lot to be proud of, especially with the young recruiting class that they have moving forward.
Final seconds are going to tick away, and the Maryland Terrapins are going to bounce back from that tough loss at Loyola with a 3-goal win against Syracuse.
That's exactly what you needed right here. You got a new goalkeeper in the cage.